I'm going to roll.
Whenever you're ready.
If you don't have an NPC named Cake Farts in this episode, I'm gonna be so pissed.
I'm not going to at all. It might be backwards. It'll be like to
Farts Cake.
cockforts. That is not what I meant at all. And you fucking knew it.
It's better than fucking Bimmy.
Hey, Bimmy's a national treasure.
Bimmy is a saint.
Oh my god.
I want a Bimmy plushie. All right, let me center myself.
All right.
God damn it. And we'll begin.
Sorry if you can hear my second.
We can.
You can hear Trey. Oh, yeah, we should do that.
Light side, dark side.
Light side, dark side. Light side, dark side. Light side, dark side.
Where is it? Hand me that. The sack.
Oh,
Is there anything
good.
in it?
Sack is empty.
Oh,
Your sack is empty, Greg. Long live
too light.
Long live your sack.
Got it. All right, 2 white.
Yes.
Roll the force die, please.
Bam, bam. Oh, that's too dark.
God damn it.
That's a dark.
What the fuck?
Yes!
It's too light.
Too lied.
My turn.
So are we one up on the lights?
Right now.
So far.
But I get to roll 2.
No, you don't. We're taking that away from you.
Oh, 2 lights, 1 dark.
So I think we break even at this point.
No, you're still
That's
above.
2.
Yeah, you got 6 light side, 4.
Two.
Yeah,
We're done.
two up
One.
on white.
So we're just a little naughty.
You right. You right.
I don't know.
All right.
Basic math.
I know.
Okay. All right. Welcome back. Last time you guys talked to Jegtal and told him about the semi-unfortunate death of Jimmy. You made Bimmy cry because you told him Fumfu stole some drugs.
She did more than steal them.
She also did them.
All of them.
You guys, Bestrouf and St'ee are on Jegtal's ship, currently in space. I believe you were trying to talk him into really pushing it to the limit with the ship, while Fumfu and Bran are at the ship you guys crash landed in with Pabori and the boys, who are fixing it. Finger quotes. They did just tell Bran and a still slightly high Fumfu that the engines were destroyed by a bomb placed inside the ship, which is troubling. Also, they dragged out the dead body of the Duros, who you guys found, and they were like, "This is weird," and you guys offered little to no explanation to
We don't
what
fucking
was
know
going
either.
on. So, we're gonna pick up with the Space Boys. So, St'ee and Bestrouf, you guys are in the ship with Jegtal. Remember that St'ee's cybernetics kind of short-circuited the ship, so it's a little, it's lost its call sign. So he doesn't want to go too far. He's currently kind of showing you guys some of the special features of the ship. And he's kind of pointing at one console, and he's like, "Yeah, this one can power wash the windows. You don't have to do it yourself. It's kind of nice."
It's quality, Boss Jag. It's quality.
That's what I go for. I'm also too short to climb up to those windows, so
Well, you're the boss. You wouldn't have to clean them anyway.
Exactly.
That's how it works.
But I don't like to make my people do menial work. I feel it's beneath them.
It's a sign of true leadership right there.
Thank you.
Can you show us around a little bit? Show us your ship. I mean, we kind of just got in here and we're looking at the cockpit, but I'd like to see the rest of it.
He's like, yeah, of course. And he kind of pushes some buttons, make sure the ship's kind of in an autopilot, regular mode. He slides off the seat and he gestures off to the right, where you guys kind of go down and around a small little hallway, and he brings you into a room with 4 beds. They're kind of built out of the wall. He's like, this is the quarters for the crew. Everyone gets a bed. It's a pretty modest and humble setting, but you can see each bed's got its own drawer, and it's kind of nice or whatever. And he points to a machine on the opposite side of the room that has a bunch of different buttons and a kind of a mail slot almost. He's like, and this is where you can, as long as it's charged, you can basically make whatever food you want. As long as it's programmed in, it can make food for you, which is nice. It's mostly just straight up protein, but
Can I make kumli?
He goes over and he's like, actually, I don't know, and he tries to push some buttons, but then he sees like an error code, and he's like, he gets all frustrated, and turns around, looks at St'ee, and he's like, you like literally factory reset my ship. Like I had like all kinds of custom meal favorites on here, and now it's wanting a new password and stuff. I don't have time for this, but it could. I at least had to make cocktails for sure. But and he points to St'ee. He's like, but this guy, with his whatever's robot hands is fucking up my ship.
I am sorry, Boss Jag, but it's kind of comes with the job, I guess. I'm sorry.
He waddles past you guys, and then he points down. The hallway continues down. And he points to a large room with the door closed. He's like, and that's the captain's quarters. It's a bigger room just for the captain. It's got like a safe and some, hidey holes. And then he points on the other side, the complete other side of the ship. He's like, and over there, there's one escape pod just in case. It can fit 4 people, so that's pretty good. And then he just kind of like stands there for a minute. He's like, I mean, it's not a big ship. It's more for like bumping and grinding, not so much
About this joyride. It's what we're doing, boss. It's what we're doing.
He's like, and of course there's a cargo hold. He's like, I don't need to tell you that it is used to move illicit materials, but I don't want to talk business.
Fair enough.
And then he takes you guys to, like, there's like an open kind of, it's not exactly like the Falcon, but think of like kind of like a common area where there's like a place to sit. Maybe there's a table. And there's like places for like holo discs and books and stuff, and a console that lets you access the HoloNet, which is essentially like the Star Wars version of the internet or YouTube, either or. It's kind of, I mean, it's mostly for viewing videos, essentially. So,
I'm gonna sit down at one of the consoles and just start pressing some buttons.
Hardcore Godel action pops up immediately.
Oh, yes.
And you just start hearing like squeaky bed noises.
So it takes a lot to make St'ee gag. St'ee visibly and audibly gags.
Jake pats you on the lower back because he's short. And he pats you on the back and he like laughs at it. He's like, well, it takes all kinds, and definitely my crew likes to get a little travels awake, and
right. I get that, boss.
it can be lonely in space.
Yeah, I totally understand.
He's like, I wouldn't know.
Pressing the escape button.
I wouldn't know anything about that. And then it closes, and he's like, okay, that's good. I don't know whose homepage that is. That's kind of this unprofessional and inappropriate.
I'll say, St'ee, can you get us into hyperspace here with what he was telling us about? With that ship has this, right?
Yeah, now I've never actually flown hyperspace, but I got confidence in my abilities.
He kind of holds his hands up. Whoa! I mean, we don't have any. This thing has got just reset it. We don't really have any coordinates, really. I mean, I don't want to be away from Bimmy too long. He's gonna,
Boss, we got these.
We got a funeral to plan.
We got these coordinates. We can always get back here. It's a blink of an eye. You were telling us earlier.
Yes, but I mean, where would you want to go?
Well, we were looking for those pretty ladies.
He kind of gets like a little bit of a smile, and he's like, "Oh."
Okay. That's the whole reason we left those two back there.
Oh, yeah. The high one and the one that I don't understand.
I don't understand her either.
You'll never know which one he actually meant was which. He's like, all right, well, we could go over to Antar 6, where there are a few more few more ladies for the pickings, less rural town folk, and maybe some fresh,
Some fresh goat tail. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Boo.
Finger guns here, like, hey, this guy gets it. He gets it.
Steve's been around.
He looks at Bestrouf. He's like, are you able to? Are you able to still like enjoy a woman?
I mean, I can still feel. If that's what you're asking me.
Like, I guess that's the key. I guess I just personally, I'm visually stimulated, so it's got to be awkward to. He's like, oh, I got an idea. What if when we get there, we like really play up the blind thing? Like we're just like we're just blinded, and it's like you were able to see like literally a day ago, but now you can't, and we can use it to get like. Oh, you'll just be butter.
I mean,
good, boss
everybody.
Jay.
I mean,
it's good.
It's also true.
Even better.
I don't know anything. What's true? What?
I'm only recently blind.
Ow,
been about 2
you've been
days,
blind
but-
the entire time I've known you.
Yes.
Same.
He's like, he looks back at Steve.
But-
He's like, this guy, does he have a sense of, did he lose his sense of humor when he lost his sense of sight?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, all right.
Well, anyways,
He loses.
yes,
He loses a lot of things now.
we could do that. You can play on my misfortunes for your pleasure.
He's like, hey, we're going to get pleasure, my dude.
Was that a collective we?
I mean,
That's a you and him. I'm driving. Yeah.
I mean, he kind of like puts his hands to himself. He's like, I mean, we have never really discussed like where Jegtow lands on the board. So if that's what you're looking for, I mean, we just have to find a quiet spot for a drink, and then we could figure it out.
Oh, I mean, yeah, sure.
Could cut the
Sidney's
sexual
there.
tension in the air with a knife.
Said this, man.
What kind of drink were you thinking?
Well, you know what my favorite drink is.
It's Kumli cocktail. it's Kumli
Was
cocktail.
I wasn't there for that though.
You were.
Was I?
Yes.
Which makes it even better. I don't know that.
Got memory
Also, you don't know that you're being like viciously hit on right now. He's like, well, I mean, it's we could figure things out, and but if we're more interested in the fairer gender, we can deal with that.
All right, whatever you prefer, sir.
He looks at St'ee and he's like, all right, where were you thinking, sir?
I was thinking Antar 6, but I don't mind just being a chauffeur either.
He's like, well, 6 is all right. It's a little bit more industrial, but the girls are hardy there. That would be. He kind of like he badly whispers. He's like, is he gonna be okay?
You mean Bestrouf?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. He can feel him for sure.
Okay. Can he read my mind?
No, but I can hear you.
He can read my mind. Jesus. Like, okay, all right. You figure out how to get us there. We'll literally be there instantaneously, and I'm gonna go slip into a different outfit. And he
Sounds good, boss.
like waddles to his cabin and opens the door and shuts the door.
I'm gonna go up to E and say, okay, what's the plan?
Well, bestie, he was hitting on you pretty hard there. I think you should take one for the team, and then take one from the team, if you know what I mean.
Okay. How about instead we lure him to take one for the team, and then just hit the button.
What button?
I think you know which button.
I don't know Godels that well.
He showed you the ship. You saw the pod or the cargo bay.
I mean, like, if if we shove him in the pod, he's going to go home. And
Well, if we shove him in the pod, we can direct the pod in a direction. Could go into endless space or a random planet.
or not.
Well, what did you have in mind?
I'm still thinking you try and take him out when you're taking one for the team. Listen, there's plenty of space in that captain's cabin. Leave the door unlocked. I'll sneak in while y'all are in the middle of things and handle it.
How do I know you won't
He's
leave
gonna
me there?
handle it.
Oh, yeah. What was that?
How do I know you'll show up at the right time?
Oh, trust me. Timing is my strong suit.
Is it though?
No.
Eh? I don't know if that was a.
Okay, all right, fine.
Yes.
Nice.
I'll do it.
All right. So just be real rambunctious when you feel like the time is right.
Rambunctious.
Get loud, if you know what I mean.
Oh, this got weird real fast. We're gonna flip over to the ladies for a second. I need to.
Hold on, I want to end that with I'm going towards his door.
Okay, all right.
Lit.
Daddy, go do.
All right, so Jabori is standing there holding a piece of one of the ruined engines and has just told you guys that a bomb was detonated inside the ship. And he's just kind of like looking at you in that kind of like, you can tell me if you're okay kind of way. You know what I mean? Like, kind of like, are you sure? Like, he's just like, yeah, this is highly unusual, and some would say, considering the dead body, suspect.
Okay, listen. To make a long story short, we woke up and there was already like the shit had already hit the fan, man. We didn't know what was going on or what had happened or anything. I found the dead guy. Yes, I will say that I found dead guy. And
She also stole from that dead
Oh my
guy.
God, Fumfu, stop
I
talking.
watched it happen.
I grabbed
off his
Fumfu's
body.
adorable little head and just put my hand over her mouth. But like I pet her with my other hand, so it looks like I'm trying to like be nice, but it's definitely an aggressive move. Yeah, like do you know where, like, what is the bomb made out of? Is there any like, or is it just everything's fucked now?
I mean, the bomb was, pretty standard, timed explosive, it seems. He like found a timing coil and whatever. He's like, but I mean, we can fix it. He's like, but you need to realize that like somebody, I don't think they wanted you guys to like make it, because whoever crashed this thing did a hell of a job, because there's really no damage to the outside. It's all the internal damage from the
So it had to be someone on the ship.
Yeah, that's definitely exactly what I've been implying.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
I think it was Stee.
What?
I think it was Stee.
Stee? Why would Stee do that?
Because he's been killing everybody.
Yeah, but why would he want to kill
before his
himself?
eyebrows go up like,
Why would he want to kill himself, Fumfu? That doesn't make any sense.
Then who wanted to kill themselves?
Maybe the dead guy that's already dead.
But he got shot.
We don't. Well, I mean, we do know that.
you do know that.
Maybe it was timed. Who sent? Maybe someone. Maybe. I can't remember.
I mean, do you know like why you guys came here? Or,
I mean, I vaguely
did you mean
remember
to come here?
Yeah, we were supposed to check things out and chart
What?
some territories, right? Yeah.
No.
No?
What? No. That's not why I was here.
Why are you here? Have we never had this discussion?
Why are we
We're
here?
getting all existential all of a sudden.
Well, I mean, I can't remember.
Yeah, but
So,
I mean, you can say wherever at this point.
I don't know. Well, I was a stowaway, but then I can't remember what happened after that.
I mean, I don't remember exact details, but I remember being offered money to do a mission with I guess you guys. I just don't remember that much, honestly. And I just kind of like look up, just like jaw slack, just like zoning straight the fuck out, trying to just backtrack and figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, we can fix the ship, but do we need to realize that, like, obviously you might have a problem with someone?
Yeah. No, that I thank you for the information, but yes, we definitely want to get this bad boy up and running.
So then there's like a big like clang and rattling noise inside, and he kind of pokes his head in the ship, and he like leans back out and kind of gives a, you know, they've only got like 3 fingers, so he gives like a Godel thumbs up, and he's like, "Well, we've got the hyperdrive connected, and we're gonna rebuild the engines. That shouldn't take too long. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna fix this, but like until the boss is back, you can't really kind of got orders that you can't really go on there, especially since it's a murder scene." And
I mean, you're not a cop, are you, buddy?
Yeah,
I
this
mean-
is our ship.
Yeah.
I mean, is it your ship though? You don't seem to know where you're going, where you came from.
Okay,
This is our
we've
ship.
had a.
How do I know that you were on here?
I mean, what? I have a locker in there with my name on it.
He tells one of the boys to go look, and one of them comes back and silently like nods, like, Or he's like, all right, okay, so it's your ship, but if you don't know where you came from, you don't know where you're going, if you were trying to land here, I mean, this isn't the spot. I mean, the landing pads, he points to like a whole other side of town.
Yeah, I know. We woke up and like I said, shit was past the fan. It was way past it. Like it was just bad.
Okay, but I'm just saying, the boss told me that you guys can't get on the ship till he's back.
Okay, that's fine. Can we sit inside of it, like just to get out of the sun, get some nice shade action since we're in the middle of this swamp?
Well, yeah, I guess it is kind of hot.
Okay, so I drag. Or is Funpoo still stoned?
Yeah, she's coming down though.
Okay, so
It's been several hours.
I grab her and kind of drag her onto the ship with me just to get her out of the sun. And
You're like you still got some like manicness, but like you're starting to get a little grumpy.
Oh.
she's got the come down now.
Okay.
She's becoming grumpfoo.
Hey.
All right, so you guys are in the ship now.
Yep.
There's the boys are tinkering and whatever. You see them taking away the pods because they're useless now. You see one of them scrubbing where the blast mark where the Duros was shot
Cosmetic
through.
is important.
You hear a lot of like
Shop talk.
spanners and stuff, like things in the back as they're rebuilding the engines. Okay. Excellent. Okay. So Bestrouf lightly knocks on the door.
Oh, hold on. I'm not knocking yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to go past into the cargo bay real
Okay.
quick and go around the corner, and I'm going to take everything off except for the robe that I had. Like I had like a little like a sash thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just wearing that.
Just your sash.
Then I'm going to go up and knock on
You
the door.
saucy, nasty boy.
Wait, so by sash, do you mean like a beauty pageant sash is all you're rocking? Or
It's more like a
Toga kind of thing?
more like a
Like a poncho?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You said sash, and I just pictured like hello.
You
best
just
friend.
flap your arms, and then both
Like
Bojangles
Greek.
and berries
Yeah.
are up there. All right.
It's like a little see-through, you know.
Oh.
It's sheer.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So you've done that.
I'm going to lightly knock on the door.
You hear a voice kind of muffled by the milling. Yeah. What's up?
I think you should open the door.
I think you should open the door. The door's unlocked. I'm
Oh.
busy.
Do you mind?
I mean, and you hear like thudding. And he's like, "No, I'm good. Yeah, you come in. Whatever. Come out."
I'm going to open the door.
You open the door.
And I'm leaning against the
leaning against
the frame.
He's busy like trying on different like
Looks.
Godel blazers. And like he's definitely got his back to you, and he's looking in like a Godel sized mirror, so it's like he can't really see you. But then he finds one that's like bright like yellow, and then he takes it off and he throws it down. And he finds like one that's like basically like if there was a Hawaiian shirt blazer. It's like red and got all these kind
But
of
is it like
designs.
Coonley's instead of like
Yeah, instead of
hibiscus?
pineapples and stuff, like it's like that. He puts it on and like he leaves it like open, like he's not like buttoning all the way. He's not wearing like his little Godel wife beater anymore. He turns around. He's even like slicked his hair a little bit, so he looks kind of like a Godel Jim Carrey kind of.
More like a good old
Boss
Danny
Jag.
DeVito.
Yeah. Boss Jag, pet detective.
Yeah, I guess it's just super short. I guess that's probably more whatever. He like turns around and he's in the middle of a sentence. He's like, "Okay, so I'm thinking that this is really gonna." Oh, I ripped out my cable.
Just gonna edit that out.
Oh,
For real this time.
don't edit it.
Okay. All right. So he turns around and he's like, all right, so I'm thinking that this is really going to be the look that's going to get me plenty of it. And he stops. And he's like, oh. And he kind of like, he tries to sort of like post up a little bit himself, like maybe like angle himself, maybe a little fist on the hip. And he's like, what is all this then?
I mean, you told me you would get me a drink.
I did. And like the worst bachelor ever, he tries frantically moving like all of his random shit around and like trying to find something. Pull something out of a drawer, and it's like in this weird like swirly like double helix bottle kind of thing. He's like, this. He holds it up, and like the bottle's like as big as his head or whatever. He's like, this is a special kind of drink. He's like, it's no Cooley cocktail. I could definitely tell you that, but this will definitely start the engines.
I like the sound of that.
And he's like, all right. And he grabs like two little glasses and he turns it over and he pours in like on one side of the helix is like bright blue and the other side is
Like those old toothpaste things where like one side was
Yes.
blue and one side was blue.
or like what was it called, goobers,
Yeah.
like that peanut butter and jelly. One side is bright blue and the other side is like this like dark green. And then when he turns it over and he pours it, the two like meet at the spout, and then it pours and it makes for some reason like a purple color. And it's like kind of poppy and fizzy. He pours like two shots, and then he like comes over and he kind of like sways his hips a little bit, and he kind of like does a little like pop, and he like hands it up to you as best you can. I mean, he's short, so it's like
I'm assuming I heard him walk over.
yes.
I'm just gonna reach out. 'Cause
He does like move
grab
his
his
hand.
dick.
It's like super awkward. It's like super awkward because you like miss, and he's like, and he like gets it in there. Okay,
so as soon as it makes contact, I'm gonna lightly brush his hand while I take it from him.
and he's like, oh. And he's like, okay, you've got to. There's a special. We have a tradition on Antar 4 of how we drink. So I'm gonna walk you through it because you can't see it, but don't you worry about it. All right.
Okay,
He's like, I need you to swirl it a little bit.
I will swirl it.
He's like, then I need you to take a little sip. Take a little sip.
Yep.
It's like knock you on your ass strong. Where you're just like, it's like jet fuel, right? And he's like, you can tell that he's trying to be like, okay. And then you knock it on the table twice, and he like brings you over to like an end table, and like he like like knocks his, or he's like, that's where it is, by the way. Do you do it?
I will do it.
Okay, you both like
and I'll knock it twice. And I'll say, "What are these glasses made out of?"
glass.
Are you particularly fond of these?
I mean, I only have so many, but I mean, I could get some more. Is there? What are you interested in?
I'm gonna throw it against the wall and then push him to the ground and just mount him.
It's escalated.
I'm sorry.
So much
what?
farther than I wanted this episode to go. Oh no. Okay, so you do that, you smash it all over the wall, you spill his all over him, so it's like in his eyes a little bit. He's like, what? And he's like on the ground, and then you're on top of him, and he's just like, oh, you're a big boy, aren't you?
Can St'ee hear the thud from the glass?
You hear the shatter of a glass, and then you hear some kind of like
St'ee's going to take this as the sign and
the rambunctious.
Yes, the rambunctiousness.
So right before you decide what you're going to do there, as soon as I like get on top of him, I'm going to start taking his jacket off, and then you may do whatever.
Okay, so St'ee's going to take that as the rambunctiousness.
Okay. Thank God.
While the two of them are intertwined on the floor as they are
Canoodling.
St'ee's gonna burst in, sprint over, and start strangling Jeg.
Okay, so you've been there. So
What if that's his kink, though?
just wait. So you're on top of him. Bestrouf's on top of him, and then you start removing his jacket. He's like, "Oh, hey, this is nice. It's got to be different when you can't see anything. I'm sure you had really great eyes when you had eyes." And he's like just trying to like talk his way through what's happening, and all of a sudden Steve's there and just strangling the shit out of him. He's like,
Bestie, help me, Bestie, kill him.
Oh my God!
Greg is actually
Clamp down on him with your thighs, Bestie.
Oh no. Okay, hold on 1 second here. I'm gonna do that
"You're gonna what?
with my thighs.
You're gonna clamp him down?"
I'm gonna tighten my
like
thighs.
a watermelon.
Yep.
His eyes are starting to like pop out of his head a little bit. He's like, this is way guys.
I'm gonna use move on the giant bottle that he had that he poured the alcohol out of.
Yes.
And do I have to roll for that?
Yes, you will.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna do that.
To see if it even is a thing.
One dark side.
Remember, you can
Oh,
roll
I do.
twice.
Yeah, that's right.
Roll twice.
One light side.
Okay, so you can do it. So what are you trying to do?
I'm just gonna, as hard as I can, write it on his face.
Okay, so this is a light. It's a light side action in this way. Like, all right, so this is how it works. Like, the points are whether or not you use it, but it's kind of like the more it. Like, I'll let you do that, but I will still have to give you conflict because you're doing it in a malicious manner.
Okay, let me see.
If you are working so hard that you kind of hover it over like shitty Luke Skywalker style, and then you just drop it on him, that's one thing. But if you're like
Doming him.
rage throwing.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I guess that would be a little out of character. Let's say I'll hover it above him, and I'm trying to pour the wine or whatever it is into his mouth, and then maybe my concentration breaks.
Okay, so you're like doing that. So now he's like he's being strangled and low key waterboarded apparently with liquor. So he's like just gurgling and then you like it wavers or you lose it, and the thing just like domes him right in the face, and he's just like completely out. Like,
I'm gonna check his pulse.
It's faint, but it's there. I mean, like, it depends on how Steve is still choking.
Oh, Steve is still choking.
Okay.
How are you still choking?
He's passed out. He's gonna be dead. That's where we're going with this.
You're actually still choking.
Yes.
Okay, I got you.
Okay, so if that's your end goal, then I guess you're like he doesn't have any way to
I'm
tense
getting
up
up and
anymore.
grabbing my clothes.
Okay.
Yeah, put something on, Bestie. It's for the best.
If I had eyes, I'd be side-eyeing you right now.
I'd know.
So yeah, I mean, if that's your goal, then yeah, he has no defense in this, so you just keep on keeping on, and then you hear a little pop, and his little gold neck breaks, and you have killed Jegtal.
Oh.
Half undressed out of his dope blazer in his bedroom, slightly waterboarded by his awesome liquor,
So,
and with a half chub.
just a half jump?
Oh,
I mean,
he didn't
you
even
started
finish?
you started choking him before he could get all there.
Oh, I guess
All
you're
the
right.
blood
Makes sense.
got
The blood got stuck.
Oh my god!
Gross.
So we
this
we
whole
are
episode is gross.
we are certain he's dead at this point.
Yeah, it's you. Yeah, it popped. He gone. He dead.
I'm gonna sort of wipe my hands on his gross blazer.
I wipe my hands
That's
of this.
disrespect.
I'm gonna wipe my hands on his gross blazer and then go to the cargo hold and see if I can find some sort of space eject kind of thing.
I mean, there's like you can open the hatch, like the way out. Like if you were, There's not like this is a trash, like, whoosh, like it's not like an airplane, but it's like, there's like you could open the hatch.
I don't think they do.
No, I mean like an airplane toilet, you know what I mean? Where it just like,
Yeah, it just rains shit.
yeah. Haven't you seen Mr. Bean?
All right, so I'm going to start looking through, make sure there's nothing of value in there first.
I'm going to look for his hidey holes he was talking about.
You were close.
You were finding those hidey holes, my dude. Gross.
We're not talking about that anymore.
I feel so
aroused.
It's a good thing we're already explicitly tagged because Christ.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So you don't really find like literally this thing was like it's brand new, like new outfitted or whatever. So really, you honestly just find like a couple empty boxes, like a thing of tools, probably more things like backup. There's supplies like food and water to supply 4 or 5 people for 3 months. Should the food like replicator machine basically like go out.
Is there any way for me to shuffle this shit out of the cargo hold and into other rooms?
Yeah, definitely. It's
like to do
not
that.
done. Okay, so you spend some time doing that.
And then I'm going to drag Jake's corpse in there and jettison that fucker.
All right, he smells hardcore of liquor.
He's pretty much like naked at this point without blazers.
I mean, he had pants.
Like Jake's pockets.
Okay,
I find a chub.
Not a
You
chip.
definitely graze it.
I'm just
you do find like the card key for the ship.
gonna pocket that.
Anything else is like, some Godel like local currency pocket change, and a small like little calendar that marks off the days that he has to help Bimmy. Now that you've killed,
Oh my god.
now that you've killed,
are we
Bimmy's.
gonna have to adopt this child?
Now that you've killed Bimmy's soul
one of my way.
guardian. After Jimmy's unfortunate death at your hands, also. All right, so you have him in the middle of the cargo hold.
I'm gonna go back to the other room and close the door and then open the hatch from
All right,
there.
you open the hatch.
Jettison the fucker.
It depressurizes the cargo hold, and Jake Tal's body gets sucked out, and his cool blazer looks real cool for a second before it freezes in the ice of space.
It's even cooler
Deep
now.
in the night.
And unfortunately, because his body is frozen, he will always be frozen in space with a half chub.
Oh no.
As God intended.
That's how I want to go. Frozen in space with a half
With
chub.
a halfie.
All right. You now...
So I think Bestrouf was rummaging through his stuff in his captain's quarters.
Yes.
At this
Yeah, there's like all kinds of things in there. There's like essentially like ledgers for all of his different deals on different planets. You find more. You find more Godel currency than you find actual credits. You find about like 400 real credits. The Godel currency is really only used on Antar 4.
I'm gonna throw the St'ee 200 credits.
Okay.
Thanks, Bestie.
And then there's there's obviously his whole little Godel wardrobe. His Godel-sized bed. Godel condoms.
Are there any weapons anywhere?
You find like a light blaster and let's see, what else would he have? I'd say he probably has a vibro knife in there.
I'm taking that.
The knife?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'll say, St'ee, there's a gun in here if you want one.
Hell yeah, can't ever have too many of those. Toss it here.
I will toss it.
You have a light blaster pistol.
Second one.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba. All right, so now what are you guys going to do with your ship?
I'm gonna, after I hand that to him, I'm gonna walk towards the door past him and say, we are never talking about this.
Speak for yourself. That was hilarious.
I mean, humor, yeah, it was, but it was also incredibly embarrassing.
I get that. It's between us.
I appreciate that, and I will continue out towards the cockpit.
Okay.
Steve's gonna snicker and just be like, "It's not between us."
I heard that because of my heightened sense of hearing, and I'll come back.
Much like Jake tells, like, yeah.
I'll come back and just kind of look at you blankly with no eyes, and just say, "I'm sorry."
Can you read minds? Nah, I'm just fucking with you. It'll stay between us. You have my word.
I'm gonna trust you on this.
Fingers crossed.
I'll stick out my hand as a handshake.
I don't see that.
I'm going to grab your hand and put it into my hand as a handshake and vigorously shake your hand.
I will then
accept
that.
So, Bestie, we got a ship, and those other two, they're kind of annoying. We want to leave them?
I don't know. I think, we could use their help, right?
I don't know, man. That little faceless shithead was high as hell and just, would not get off the spice.
That's not really her fault. She was under the influence. If we could break that, she could be useful.
She started that, though. Once you're on spice, man, I've seen it.
So you're saying there's no hope?
There wasn't much hope for her to start with.
Jesus.
I think it would be wrong for us to just leave them where they are. We should at least go back and help them along the way.
I can respect that. All right.
Do you know how to get back?
We didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, you guys just went into space.
Oh, that's right. You didn't have time to go.
You seduced him.
They're just floating up like a kite.
We're still in orbit.
I'm just like, hey, guys.
Yes. Yeah. That is exactly what happened.
I'll say...
Jake Down comes rocketing down on the planet with a flaming half-chub.
I'll say...
Bimmy looks up and is like, I'm making a wish.
I'll say...
I wish Jimmy was here.
Stee, you should...
new Daddy Jag helps me.
Stee, you should customize the ship to... the passwords and everything. So with the reset, this would be the perfect opportunity to make sure nobody steals it from us.
I kind of like the name, the Jimmy.
In honor of him? Okay.
In honor of Jimmy.
I'm okay with that.
All right, I'll change this password here. I'm going to change the password.
All right. So you have now called the ship the Jimmy.
And then right towards the end of that, I'll say, if we head back, we should make it very quick. Touchdown and take off kind of maneuver. I don't think we should stay on this planet for very long.
I think you're right, especially considering we just killed the local boss.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So, St'ee still has a transponder from when he picked it up off of Jimmy.
Yep.
Would this work to get in touch with the Godels on the planet?
Yes, most definitely.
So, Bestie, you seem like you're better with words than I am. You think you could convince Pabori and the boys to, I guess not shoot us out of the sky on the way back without talking to Jag?
Why would they shoot us out of the sky? We just need to land. They won't know anything.
Yeah, but we got to talk to those other two. Bran and Fumfu.
Yeah,
to try and get them on the ship.
We could land where the other ship was, where they were repairing. I could try to do something. Yeah.
All right. Let's do that.
Okay.
All right. So you guys fly back down, essentially?
Yeah.
I would like... Well, did you announce to me that you had the transponder?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to be like, I have this transponder. Do you want to talk to them before we get there?
I'll say, yeah. I can try that.
Okay. I'm going to hand him the transponder. Just sort of try and convince them that Jeg changed his mind and does want the ladies to come along.
Yep. That's where I was going.
Okay. So I guess you're piloting the ship down? Or are you guys going back to the village, or are you trying to land near the ship?
Near the ship.
Okay. So... you can clearly see, as you get back closer, you can see, the miles-long, score you guys made across the ground. So you have no problem finding where that is, so I'm not going to make you roll for that. So if you're going to talk to them, then I guess you would... So I guess Babori is, working on something, and he, hears, engines. Yeah. Hears the engines and stuff, and so then he looks up, and he actually initiates first, and he kind of, pulls his transponder out, and he... keys in a few buttons. He's like, "Hey, boss, you came back there pretty quick. What's going on? Everything fine with the ship?"
I'm gonna click it on and say, "Oh, hey, yeah. So actually, we've been having a really good time up here. Boss Jag actually wants the girls to come up."
Roll deception.
Okay.
It'll be 2.
Oh, while that's going on, I'm gonna go ahead if Fu's still kind of out of it and like get her off of the ship because I can see the other ones coming and like
Yeah.
Totally a success.
fuck yeah.
All right, so he believes he's like, okay, all right, and he already sees that Brand sort of moving, and she's like, yeah, I mean, they hear you, I mean, that's fine. This thing is, we're running into some complications anyways, so it's probably gonna be a lot longer with this one. So, okay, and he's like, they'll be outside. No, we'll keep working. Can you put the boss on the line? I just need to make sure like he's good, and unless there's additional expenses on fixing this, so.
Well, so he's actually pretty drunk right now.
Oh, classic Mr. Jig. Okay, is he? So, all right. Well, then when he gets a little bit, more solid, if you just get him to send a message back and let me know if he wants me to, go all the way and fixing this, or if this is, we're just gonna leave this.
I mean. I think he did. Hold on, he's actually in the bedroom. Let me ask. Hey, Jack, do you want them to finish the repairs? Yeah. No, he totally said yeah.
Okay, all right, cool. So, do you guys like you?
Cool. All right, we'll pick up the ship later. We'll be there in a minute. Click.
Okay. Are you guys already outside? I guess you kind of stumble. He kind of like looks at the transponder. He's like, "All right, that was weird." But yeah, they want you on the ship too.
Oh,
so.
Okay, cool. I do have a question real quick though.
Yeah.
Since y'all been, you okay? You okay? Since y'all been working on the ship, like, did you find any like data logs or?
He's like, yeah, that's what I was about to say. That guy before he just kind of hung up.
Okay, well,
on me,
can I have him?
He's like, yeah. He's like, if you want, I can just like, as you guys once they land, I can just quickly like transfer like the Navi computer data that was on here. There's some message. There's some message on here that looks like it's for you guys. I don't need to know all
okay,
about that.
give it.
Oh, okay. And so he gets like a holodisk and he like gives that to
So
you.
I have a data pad. Does that help?
Yeah, I can go in and
Yeah,
actually. He's like, he gives you that. And then he's like, yeah, and if you want, I can transfer the Navi computer data when like as you guys are taking off. That's easy.
I'm gonna grab his arm and say, "You have a message."
Okay.
Like,
that sounds good.
I gave it to her.
Do that.
I need it. I need a message.
She could play the message for you.
Yeah, but we might want to do this in private with the.
Steve's gonna open the hatch and come down and be like, "Come on, we're waiting.
Okay, I start
What's going on?"
gently shoving Fum.
All right, okay. We'll see you guys soon. Be careful with the boss. He's a little rowdy.
Yeah.
A little handsy.
I'll come on the transponder. Yeah, he is, and then click it off.
Gross. All right, so I guess Fu was dragged up onto the ship, so you guys are now on the newly christened Jimmy. So
God.
the hatch closes. I assume you guys start lifting. So as we wrap her up a little bit, give me something.
So as the ladies enter the ship, St'ee goes, "Welcome to the Jimmy," and sort of motions around.
That's kind of fucked up, dude.
Bestroof's over on a chair, just like shaking his head.
Well, anyways, I don't know what you guys have been up to other than debauchery, but I got some data from the old ship so we can figure out what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, we killed the boss.
You what?
And
Like,
with
you
that,
killed
I
him?
think we're going to take off. Just
Yeah,
just
no,
in
fuck
case
yeah,
he's
get
got
out of here.
something
Go,
to,
go.
All right, so you guys are taking off. Are you going to show them the thing?
I want to get up first.
Oh, I mean, you guys are up. This whole conversation
we're
is
up?
happening while you're
Okay,
going.
yeah. All right, yeah. No, I was able to get some data from the old ship. So yeah, let's check that out.
Okay, so you hit play on the data pad, and there takes a minute, and it's like kind of scrambled a little bit, and so you start seeing like scrambled bits of video. And in this scrambled bit, it finally like clarifies, and you see like a pretty young man, not probably like early mid-20s, and he's dressed like very finely, like very nice clothes, but he looks pretty humble. and he's in the middle of a sentence. So it just kind of cuts in. He's like, I hope your flight to Denon was painless, my friends. I know the sleeper ships are quickly becoming a thing of the past. That's what we're working on. You'll find my contact, Ulrin, at the Carillion Embassy. He will get you guys all set up for your journey and outfit your ship with a hyperdrive, so we won't have to worry about those nasty pods anymore. With them, you guys are going to be able to travel at light speed, and then that's going to achieve our goal just as fast. I look forward to checking in on all of you once we all rendezvous on Tiana. I'll be seeing you soon. And then the message kind of cuts out, and there's a few minutes of nothing, and then there's more static, more like scarred up video, and then it clarifies again. And in this scarred up video, you guys see a Keldor, which if you guys don't know what that is, it's like, you guys know who, M's not going to know, but maybe the rest of you guys know who Plo Koon is. He's like it looks like he has a fucking like monster mask thing. Like that's what a Keldor is. Like they have to wear the mask because they can't breathe oxygen. Like it's harmful to them. I'll show you a picture later. I see Dylan's face like, I don't know what you're talking about.
It was
about accurate.
So they have weird, like, deep voices because of the mask. But then he's also in mid-sentence. And he says, the glitch will wake you both up. I can't fix that. Just kill him, plant the bomb, and get back to sleep. The crash should look like he died from it. Remember, we've got what you want, so play your part, or else. And then the video closes. And with that is where we will end for today. I want to thank everybody for listening. You can now find us on iTunes and Google Play, but you can still find us on Spotify and Podbean if you like. I want to thank Savant for letting us use their awesome podcast studio. Please be sure to follow us on all of our different social medias. We got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. That's all that matters. We can set up something else if you care. We got a YouTube channel.
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn. Yeah. Always looking for jobs.
Google
Plus. We can do a Google Hangout, guys.
Neopets.
Club Penguin.
Yeah.
Again, yes, thank you guys all for listening. If you engage with us, comment and share the show, you could potentially have your name and or character that you make up be an NPC in future episodes. Thank you so much once again, and we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.